Hi YouTube! Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the monthly episode of this channel. This is the video where I'm gonna present to you my personal selection of the best metal albums that were released this past April 2022. So we are gonna spend the next 40 minutes or so together, and in the end of my selection I will tell you which one of those I presented is my personal favorite album of the month. So get ready and make yourselves comfortable, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you like this content. It helps me a lot, and yeah, let's go for it. Armory is a speed metal band from Sweden, from Gothenburg more precisely. They are back this month with a third full-length album in the name of Mercurian. That was released on April 22nd under Dying Victims Productions. The album is composed of 9 tracks for a total of 32 minutes. It's speed metal, it's great to give you some energy in the morning, and the album artwork is absolutely fantastic, and it's a good album if you like this genre. Azab is a progressive death metal band from Pakistan, and they present to us this month their first LP in the name of Summoning the Cataclysm. It was released on April 15th under Satanath Records, and it's composed of 9 tracks for a total playing time of 38 minutes. It's a great prog death if you like this genre, and also what attracted my eye here, of course, was the artwork. And as soon as I saw the artwork, I knew that I would like this album, and so it ends up, of course, in my selection. So if you like prog death, I highly recommend you discover this album. This one is some epic heavy doom metal from Chicago in the USA. The band's name is Fer de Lance. It's their full-length debut album in the name of the Hyperborean. It was released on April 22nd under Cruz del Sur Music. It's 7 tracks for a total of 52 minutes. Yeah, because the last track, the 7th one, the title track, actually, the Hyperborean, closes up the album with a 11-minute time. So yeah, this is a great album, great artwork, and yeah, I highly recommend it. You know, it's a good sound. So this is Fer de Lance with the Hyperborean. Time for some black metal now from Montreal in Quebec with the band Incandescents. who released on April 15th their, is it their first studio album? No, it's their fourth studio album in the name of Le Cœur de l'Homme. Le Cœur de l'Homme means in French, the heart of man. This album is composed of 8 tracks for a total playing time of 42 minutes. It's absolutely great. The titles of the tracks are in French, because, you know, Quebec is a French part of Canada, of course, but, you know, they will speak in English on their songs as well. So it was out on April 15th on the Profound Law Records, and it's absolutely great. The music there is as good as the artwork of this album, which to me is one of the best artwork I've seen this year so far. Freya is a band from Netherlands who produce some atmospheric post-black metal. It's their first studio album in the name of Tides, that was released on April 22nd under Babylon Doom Cult Records. It's composed of 6 tracks for a total playing time of 39 minutes. It's absolutely fantastic, and yeah, this had to be in my selection. Celestial Season is a doom death metal band from the Netherlands, and they released this month their 7th studio album, if I remember right. 7th studio album in the name of Mysterium 1 under Burning World Records on April the 25th. The album is 7 tracks long for 40 minutes. It's pure doom death and it's absolutely fantastic. For the next selection, something different now. It's Faun. Faun is a German neo-folk band. They inspired themselves from medieval music, Celt music, and also dark wave. And they were formed in 1998. And their sound can be really clearly, distinguished by the use of ancient instruments and a strong presence of lyrical chant. It's absolutely great if you like this kind of music. Miseration is a melodic death metal, or pure, maybe more death metal since their previous releases. Band from Sweden, and they are back this year with a fourth studio album in the name of Black Miracles and Dark Wonders. It was released on April 22nd under Massacre Records. It's 8 tracks, 41 minutes. It's absolutely great. This album is amazing. The artwork, I love the artwork obviously, and the album is absolutely fantastic. This is really death metal with some melodic death metal elements there still, but you can find some growls, you can find some clear vocals, and I really love the clear vocals on this album. And this album is absolutely phenomenal. It's spoiler alert, it's one of my favorite albums this month. This one is not a metal album, but it's more progressive rock music here. This is Halas. It's a Swedish progressive rock band formed in 2011, and their music is absolutely great. This is their fourth studio album. I'm really a big fan of this band since their beginnings, and I have to say that this album maybe is the best of their work so far, even if the three previous releases were already amazing. I personally own all their albums on vinyl. It's just to tell you how much I love this band, and this is absolutely fantastic. They tell a story each time. On each album they are telling us a story, and this one is no different, and it's absolutely great. It's progressive rock, but I really had to include it in my list because it's clearly the album I listened to the most this month. This time I'm bringing you to France with a band called Opel Insight. They produce some melodic death metal, and it's music, for fans of Swallow the Sun, Old Opeth and Catatonia. So of course I love their music. They come from, more precisely, from Nantes in France, and their music is absolutely great for a debut album. It was released on April 22nd. The name of the album is Heir to Anger.
Looking to the sky for providence. Watch, abandon my fate. Only waiting for night to forget myself. To embrace the ghost in my eyes.
Bringing you to Germany now with a black death metal band called The Spirit. They just released their third studio album in the name of Clarity and Galactic Structures. The album was released this April the 29th under AOP Records. 8 tracks for a TPT of 43 minutes. Absolutely great. Love this album, love the artwork, and I already did for the previous one that was released, if I remember right, in 2020. And this is one of my favorite bands in this genre at the moment. So this is The Spirit with the album of Clarity and Galactic Structures. Don't miss this one.
To collide and become one. Stellar existence, the cradle of life. Born out of elements, scattered by dying ancestors into the universe. The cosmic cycle turning into infinity. Celestial fire, mass ejections rising higher. Spark the inner light, preserve a throne, eternal night. On earth, with blood of the weak, the flint comes through the mortal flesh. Ritual, extraction of life, a savage human sacrifice. The temple, thrown to blood, hearts fired up for the stellar god decapitation. The sun goes down, endless repetition of insanity. Hail the celestial fire, mass ejections rising higher. It's just the cold, eternal flame.
Static Abyss is a death doom metal band from Oakland, California in the USA. They present to us their debut album in the name of Labyrinth of Veins. It was released on April 22nd under Peaceville Records. 10 tracks, 39 minutes, perfect length, perfect music if you love death doom metal. And look at this artwork, it's absolutely fantastic, and the album is unbelievable, and I had also to include this one in my monthly selection. So this is Static Abyss with the album Labyrinth of Veins. Bringing you now back to France for a second time here with my next selection. This is again some dune death metal. They come from the Région de PACA in Calais. They called Epitaph is the name of the band. It's their second full-length album in the name of Two. It was released on April 11 under Aesthetic Death Records. It's 5 tracks for a total playing time. Listen to this, 62 minutes for 5 tracks only. You have to know that there's an intro track for 3 minutes and an outro tracks for 3 minutes, and in between you have only 3 tracks for each, nearly 20 minutes long, and so many things happen there. If you love doom, if you love death, and if you love some atmospheric elements there, you will love this album. Believe me, look at this artwork, it's beautiful. This is Epitaph, a French band, and also fresh because it's their second album. It's in the name of Two. I actually don't know how to pronounce this one, but it's Sapaph, let's say Sapaph or Sapaph, sapasusi. It spells S-A-P-H-A-T-H. They produce some symphonic death gothic metal and they come from Russia. It's their first album in the name of Ascension of the Dark Prophet. Yeah, it's Russia, but still, you know, it's good music. I needed to include it in my selection. I couldn't get rid of it because it's absolutely great, this mix of goth and symphonic death metal. I absolutely love this kind of metal, you know, and this one is great. It's 10 tracks for nearly 45 minutes long, and I really strongly recommend you don't miss this album. This next selection is an old-timer, you know, this is black metal from Sweden. They are called Watan, and they delivered us this month their, I don't know which one is it, let me count with you. It's their it's their 7th studio album in the name of The Agony and Ecstasy of Watan. It was out this Friday, the 29th of April, under Nuclear Blast Records. 10 tracks for 49 minutes. It's perfect. You have some atmospheric passages, you have some more speed black metal passages there. It's a mix really of different elements there. I love their music, and just this track here is purely amazing, and I really strongly recommend you don't miss this album. It's one of my favorite of this month. So this is the band Watan. Bringing you now to Portugal for my next selection. This is a mix of doom, death and goth metal. That's why I love it. It's the band The Chapter. They come from Portugal and they are back here in 2022 with their second full-length album in the name of Delusion of Consciousness. They released their previous album, which was their debut album back in 2017, which was called Angels and Demons. And honestly, when I listened to this first album, wow, they have so leveled up, you know, for this second album. It's absolutely fantastic. I love how they mix also the growls and the clear vocals here. The album cover as well is absolutely amazing. This album was out on April 22nd and they are still labeled independent. The album is composed of 8 tracks for a total of 46 minutes. It's a no-miss album, believe me, don't miss this one. Viande means meat, M-E-A-T in French. This is some black death metal from France indeed, and they present to us their first full-length album in the name of L'Abîme dévore les âmes. Something devours the souls, but I don't know how to say the abîme, you know. But the idea is there. It's 8 tracks for 42 minutes. It's great, dirty. You know, it's really dirty, it's greasy, it's fat, it's disgusting doom death metal, and that's why I love it. You recognize it. This is of course the clip that I put in my intro of this video, and I just love it. It's another French band, you know, and I don't know what's up with France at the moment, but they keep coming up with great bands in all genres, and this one is no different. So this is Viande with their debut album L'Abîme dévore les âmes. So this closes up my selection for this month, but stay here for a while because I still need to present to you which one of those is my favorite of the month. And I was really hesitating a lot, you know, to decide this point, but I acquired on this selection 2 of them in vinyl. I wish I could acquire The Chapter, you know, in vinyl, but it didn't release on vinyl, unfortunately. And I just gotta say that I'm feeling a bit frustrated about that because, you know, vinyl geek as I am, I like to own the vinyl when an album, you know, when I like an album so much. But still, I acquired this month this baby. So this is Miseration. Clearly, it's not my favorite one. It's my second favorite, let's say. Clearly, I love it. I just love the artwork, you know, and the vinyl, the music on there is absolutely amazing. And it comes with a blood red vinyl which really goes well with the artwork of the album. So this is my second favorite album. Don't miss this album. And you're gonna be surprised now, because my album of the month is not a metal album. It's clearly Halas. I really love this album, and it's clearly the album I listened to the most this month. I spinned it I don't know how many times, you know, on vinyl, as well in my car when driving my car, you know, and yeah, I listened to it so much. So it's clearly my album of the month. This is some prog rock, but amazing Swedish prog rock, and I love these guys, and I'm planning to see them live in 2 weeks in Strasbourg in France. Yeah, I will tell you about that. How was it to discover them on stage? But yeah, it's a great album. Don't miss it, even if it's not metal. It's still prog rock. So I really strongly recommend you absolutely don't miss this album. It's great. So this is my album of the month of April 2022. So this is it for me. I hope that this selection makes you happy, and that you have now discovered plenty of albums to listen to. And before I leave you, I will now present to you a clip from an EP that was released this Friday, you know, and that is absolutely fantastic. It's deathcore. I'm not usually, you know, the kind of guy who listens to deathcore, but this one is amazing, and I just wanted to share it with you. And I'm gonna leave you with a clip of this EP. The band is named Alt, spell it ALLT, and it's their second EP. So if you like their music, you can always you know, mix both EPs from 2020 and this one, and you get a full LP, you know, if you like this music. So I decided to end up this video with that song, because I think it's a good way to say goodbye, and I will see you next time in the next video. Thanks for having watched it until the end, and until next time, I wish you a good weekend, a good evening, good night, whatever, and you know, take care of yourselves, guys, and see you on the other side. Ciao, guys.